Look Beyond 2040, and welcome to another edition of the Justice League review series. And today I'm here once again to provide an audio commentary watch along for another episode from the show. And this time it's The Brave and the Bold, one of my all time favourite Justice League episodes. And for those of you who are familiar with the nickname The Brave and the Bold, it refers to the team up of the Flash and Green Lantern, and this goes all the way back to the Silver Age of the comic books, where the Flash and Green Lantern had their own comic book where you would see the two of them teaming up together to stop a villain. So, obviously, when you think of World's Finest, you think of Batman and Superman. With the Brave and the Bold, obviously to hardcore fans, you would think of The Flash and Green Lantern. And The Brave and the Bold is such an iconic name and it gets used quite often. And obviously, this would be used as the title for one of the Batman cartoons, which was called Batman the Brave and the Bold. And it's a very light-hearted nickname and it works and fits perfectly for the Flash and Green Lantern's dynamic. Now, in the Silver Age comic books of The Brave and the Bold, it was Barry Allen and Hal Jordan working together, who were closer than brothers. For the show, of course, it was Wally West and John Stewart, my all time favourite Green Lantern and my all time favourite Flash. And these two were the complete opposites of each other, and it worked like a charm. The Flash was the practical joker, always cracking jokes, and just an all round goofball. John Stewart, on the other hand, he was the straight man, no nonsense, an absolute pro, follows everything by the book. So when you put these two together, it's just hilarious. But you know something? I loved it and it was different. And that's what made it so appealing. Now, in terms of the story is something you probably would have seen in one of the Super Friends shows back in the 70s. This story that was told for the brave and the bold, it involves gorillas. Now, obviously, some of you are thinking, wait a minute, didn't we see something like that in Super Friends? You did. But Super Friends, that was more done as for comic relief for kids. With the whole gorilla concept for the Justice League, it was done very serious and I liked it. And I remember watching this episode about 100 years ago. One of my good friends recorded this episode from Toonami. And obviously, it was all edited because, of adverts and stuff. But I remember it was a very good episode. And when I got the Justice League box set years after, and it got to this episode, I still remember it like it was yesterday. It was a very fun episode, very enjoyable. And what it's about is Gorilla Grodd escapes from Gorilla City, comes to our world, and he is looking to pretty much take over the world and control people's minds using gorilla technology that he stole. And hot on his trail is a cop of sorts called Solar Bar. He was kind of like Gorilla City's chief of security, and he's pretty much hired to stop Grodd by any means necessary. And he is reluctantly forced to work with the Flash and Green Lantern. And it's just crazy. It's just an absolute crazy episode. But it was so much fun. And it's one of my all time favorite episodes. And there are some funny moments in this episode that really pay homage to some of the classic comic books of the Silver Age. But this was really good. Grodd is one of those villains, when he's done right, he's awesome. And I've always been a fan of Grodd. I've always liked the idea of this super intelligent gorilla who is incredibly strong and very dangerous. But he isn't necessarily all about just being a big, strong gorilla. He is incredibly smart. And, you know, when you've got someone like the Flash who doesn't take anything seriously, and then you've got Grodd who's super serious, it makes for a fun dynamic because I can't think of any hero who could get under Grodd's skin the way the Flash does, because Flash just doesn't care. Everything to him is a big joke. But underneath this goofball's exterior beats the heart of a very smart and serious hero. And I love it. You know, Michael Rosenbaum really got to have a lot of fun with this one, I could tell. But anyway, with that all said, let's get straight into it. Let's talk and watch The Brave and the Bold. Here we go. On three. One, two, three. Let's go. Do 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 do. Good old Bugsy. So here we are. The Brave and the Bold. So Gorilla City is a city that's been around for ever, shall we say. There's no exact time frame of how long Gorilla City has been around, but it's been around for a very long time, and they have been virtually invisible. You know, their existence has been kept a secret, and you could kind of say that Gorilla City is a hidden city. So we're kicking things off with a bang. We see Grodd has escaped, and Solovar is hot on his heels. And I like the fact that Gorilla City is covered in invisible camouflage. Very good start to the episode. And here we go. The iconic Justice League intro. It still gives me chills, you know, seeing the silhouettes walking close to the camera. Do 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 do. Love it. I tell you what, the show was made in 2001, but the animation is just excellent. Still holds up really well to this day. Wow, love it. For my money, Justice League is one of the best intros in the DCAU. I just think it's a really cool intro. Do 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 dun dun. Love it. Great. So, for Brave and the Bold, part one. Oh my god. Oh yeah. I'm the fastest man alive. Oh, Flash. He just eats like an animal. But he knows when to be serious. That's what I like about him. Oh, nice save. Gotta run. Oh, wait a minute. Wow. I'll be right back. And you said you wanted to get his number. Here we go. Come on, Flash. Funny enough, you know, when I was getting into the Flash comics, Wally West was actually my first real exposure to the Scarlet Speedster. He's the one that I've grown up with. Obviously, we know Barry Allen is the iconic Flash, but I've always liked Wally West because he's got such a fun personality. And with any team, you always need someone to keep things light-hearted. Because if you had every hero just super serious, it would get very boring. So I think Flash's bright and colourful personality fits in really well with the team because you've got a bunch of guys who pretty much super serious, so you kind of need someone to even it out a bit. So Flash fits that perfectly. I'm still bummed out we never got a Flash animated series. I know I've talked about that with you guys before on the community page. You know, which cartoon would you like to see in the DCAU? A lot of you said The Flash, which is not hard to see why. Some of you did say Nightwing. I remember that. But quite a few of you said The Flash. I love that. Look at that. You see, what I liked about this episode, The Brave and the Bold, is people look at the Flash as just this guy who can run fast, which he is. But what I've always liked about the Flash, and which is what's highlighted in this episode, is it's not the fact that he can run fast. He's not just about super speed, it's what he does with his speed. He can do so many different practical things that make him more than just a fast guy. It's quite amazing. He can do all of these different things that more than make up for his ability. Like that he just knocks on the window. Oh, excuse me. Oh dear. I'm not sure entirely where and when, but there's a certain moment in this episode that is probably my favourite moments involving the Flash, or at least one of them. I'm not entirely sure when it happens. I think it is coming shortly. Oh, what this scene reminds me of? Reminds me of the Flash movie. When Batman had to save the Thug and Wonder Woman came to the rescue. Kind of reminds me of that a little bit, with the whole scene with the bridge. Oh, he doesn't even remember what happened. Oh dear. John Stewart. It's like, really? Yeah, John Stewart's the perfect straight man for the Flash. You know, oh dear, brilliant. So here we go. So it looks like you know these two guys were actually under some sort of mind control. She's kind of cute for a cartoon. Oh, do not feed the lab animals. Oh, John's like, whatever. Oh, I love this. Will you hurry it up? We're supposed to be conducting an investigation. Come on, it's just a quick snack, John. He's got like half of a hot dog stand. Oh, you hold this. Gotta go to work. Oh man. Hey, buddy. Someone's paying for these. John's face like, oh, damn it, Wally. Brilliant. There's Solivar. Yeah, this is definitely something we would have seen in Super Friends, but this is a much more serious take on the Super Friends. Woohoo! Oh. Yeah, this was really good. Wow. For a big guy, he can move really fast. I mean, gorillas have been practically been in cartoons since the beginning of time, really. So, every cartoon has to have the classic gorilla episode. Imagine that. Imagine you're walking and you just see a random car pull up and it's a big gorilla talking. Goes, "Oh, hey, bud. Oh, hey, what? What? It's funny. Hey, excuse me, can you pull over? Go on, Flash. Clever. All right. Cool. Oh wow. So he took the big guy down. Oh my God, you can talk. Oh, here we go. Here's my favourite moment coming up here. Oh God, I remember this. So Flash gets zapped by that scientist, and we're basically getting a little montage of Flash's origin. So we see him get struck by lightning, and we have all these little moments that pay homage to all the comics. So you see Flash is running, and he turns fat, and yeah, eventually he slows down, and then you got the Hall of Mirrors, and it's all these little things that have happened in the Silver Age comic books. So you got one mirror where he's really skinny, and then you got another mirror where he's like, "Oh yeah, I look okay now," and then you got another one where his head's really big. I remember that one. That was where he became super smart. His head was going to explode. And then there's another bit here where you see the Flash is a puppet. It's just crazy. And there's another bit here coming up where Flash turns into a gorilla. I think that's kind of cool they did that. All this little things that happened in the comics with the Flash. Very cool. I remember there was an episode, I think, in Super Friends or in the comic books, where all of the Justice League were turned into gorillas and Flash had to restore them back to normal. So that was cool. So Flash is woken up in police custody. I wonder how. Hey, what did I do? There we go. Oh, oh, for a second I thought it was John Constantine, but it's not. It's not. Okay. Oh, here we go. The plot's going to thicken. So basically, what's happened is when Flash got blasted by that ray, yes, it did knock him out, but looks like he was under Grodd's control. So he's going around robbing places. So that's quite interesting. There's a Central City Police Headquarters. You gotta believe me, I'm innocent. I don't even remember doing those things. And why would I anyway? Looks like I could use some GL help here at the moment. Batman would have got him out of this easily. Yeah. So Flash has got to try and remember exactly what happened. Would you like some coffee, Flash? Here comes John Stewart to the rescue. Oh dear. So he's basically Got him out, really. What were you thinking? I wasn't thinking anything. That's exactly the point. He just slaps him across the back of the head. I wasn't thinking anything. Obviously not. Wow. So good. uh, yeah, this is actually much better than I remembered. My two boys working together, good times. So obviously they've got to try and figure out what's happened. Okay. So Green Lantern and the Flash have arrived at the park and they follow the giant gorilla's footprints. And they're in for a little bit of a surprise. That's awesome. There he is. Oh, I thought the gorilla was going to send the two of them flying. So they learn more about who he is and why he's here. It's a Grodd. Gorilla Grodd. Dangerous mind. So get a little bit of a backstory on Gorilla City. It's virtually Planet of the Apes. So we're getting to see how Grodd escaped, and he's wearing this headgear which allows him to psychically control people with his mind. So it is a form of mind control, but on a psychic level. And there's Solovar chasing after Grodd. So this is kind of what we saw at the beginning, but we're getting to see a little bit more now. So Solovar has pretty much explained to Green Lantern and Flash that he's got to stop Grodd. So this is kind of where the reluctant alliance comes into play. John Stewart, you would have thought being a member of the Green Lantern Corps, you think he would be used to seeing crazy stuff, but I love the way he just behaves. Like, are you serious? There's that doctor from earlier. Oh dear. Don't mind him. Okay. So the little headgear they're wearing is to block Grodd's telepathic powers to stop him from controlling people. Of course, Flash don't think of that because he's the Flash. Or shall I say Impulse? Hmm. So we see there's an assistant. I have to say though, she's kind of hot for a cartoon. Oh, there's Grodd. Now he's going to get to work. He's going to control the Flash. Here we go. Help is on the way. It's over, Grodd. Not quite. Oh, wait a minute. Flash looks stupid when he's angry. Oh, Yeah, see, Green Lantern's got the ring to protect him. Let's go. I like how Flash is just running around shooting anything and everything. Oh, oh. So we're getting a little Green Lantern versus Flash fight here. Love it. Throwing bananas at John Stewart. I mean, come on now. Oh, uh-oh. That's not good. Oh, not so fast. Soliver, wake up. This is going to hurt you a lot more. It's going to hurt me. That's it. Just knock him out. Probably deep down, John really wanted to knock Flash out anyway. So, yeah, I think Flash is back to normal now. It's the same design from what's it? Batman Beyond Heroes. The whole generator. You wait here. There we go. Uh-oh. He just started a chain reactor. John's going to try and contain it if he can. Wow. I can't hold it for much longer. Oh no. Uh-oh. Oh dear. What the hell? Oh my gosh. Wow. God ain't falling around here. So he's pretty much covered everything in this great big force field. Wow. And that wraps up The Brave and the Bold, Part 1. Very good episode. Very enjoyable. Love the whole dynamic with the Flash and John Stewart. They're both the complete polar opposites, but they just work so well together. You know, Flash being the goofball and John Stewart being the straight man, no nonsense type of soldier. Just works brilliantly. Absolutely works brilliantly. So, with that all said, let's get straight into it. Let's move on to The Brave and the Bold Part 2. Here we go. So we're getting a little recap of what's happened in part 1 of The Brave and the Bold. And we're just going to get straight into talking about and watching part 2. So, here we go. And here is the Watchtower. So, here is Jean Jones, Hawk Girl, and Wonder Woman. So, what we got was part 1 was dedicated to focusing on just the Flash and Green Lantern. And now part 2, it's still the main focus is Flash and Green Lantern, but now we're seeing the troops coming in to help the guys out, so to speak. And Flash is still out cold after John Stewart's right hook. So Solovar has given him the headgear to block Grodd's control. We're going to need some help. Fine by me. Oh. So Grodd's force shield has pretty much jammed all communication As you can plainly see, Grodd has pretty much trapped the entire city in some sort of bubble. Here we go. There's that generator. And not even Green Lantern's ring can penetrate it. Can't even get through it. Cool. It's like the most normal thing in the world, you know, two heroes teaming up with a talking gorilla. Makes sense. Now, there's another moment here in The Brave and the Bold Part 2, and a lot of you guys out there know the one I'm talking about. There is a key moment which was originally only supposed to be a little bit, just a little harmless bit, and it kicked off one of our favourite ships of all time, Wonder Bat. Relationship that the fans have been shipping for even to this day. So the javelin has been shot down. It's kind of funny how the Justice League members can all fly, but they still got to take a javelin. It's quite funny actually. So John Jones, Hawkgirl, and Wonder Woman have found Grodd's bubble, but are unable to break it down. They'll find a way. It's weird seeing Flash and Green Lantern walking around in an empty city. Spooky. Oh, I love their banter. It's just brilliant. A lot of it's because Flash is so stupid. Yeah, Flash is getting serious now. He has to. I love that how John's carrying Solovar with his ring. Brilliant. There's Grodd in preacher mode. We found him. So as long as we got these things in our heads, Grodd can't get in our heads. Exactly. And there he is, Batman. So we've pretty much got the whole gang here, barring Superman. So Batman's coming to help as well. I'm on my way. Here we go. So yeah, he's pretty much controlling them. I am Grodd. See, Grodd's another one. He could work in live action. We've seen that in the Flash TV series. And some of those episodes with Grodd were really good. Hopefully, if the Flash does get his own movie in the DCU with a much better, well cast actor, someone who can actually act and looks like the Flash, then I definitely would like to see Grodd as the main villain, or at least for one of those movies, because I think it could work. Grodd's a good villain when he's done right. You could have the whole film set in Gorilla City with the Flash battling for survival. It can work. It can really work. Oh dear. Bad move, Flash. Remove him. You just had to open your big mouth, didn't you? Sorry. Oh dear. Here we go. Oh, angry mob. Come on, GL. There you go. Okay, that's not really what I was expecting. Okay, that works. Take the shot. Oh, not so fast. It's those two ladies from part one. Hey, you remember me? I'm the Flash. Guess not. Oh dear. Watch out. Guess Flash is not as stupid as he looks. And Grodd is gone. And there's the javelin. And Batman has arrived. It's quite strange seeing Batman working in broad daylight. Even by his own admission, he's always said he's more a night person. So it's very strange seeing Batman working in broad daylight. I know in the Adam West shows, Batman did work in broad daylight, but for DCAU, 95% of Batman's existence, he's always worked at nights. So it's strange. It's okay, but it's just strange. So Grodd has captured Batman and the others. Oh wow. Oh, Shire would love to kick some ass right now. I'm telling you. Bad move, Jean. Oh, yeah, Batman's got a plan. Always. You'd think all villains would try and take Batman's utility belts. I know some have, but most villains never do that. You will open the gates for us immediately. Yes, sir. That's scary. Don't tell me the scientist is in love with the gorilla. Oh dear. There we go. So Grodd's planning to control the entire world and nuke it as well. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, it's Solovar. Okay, I thought it was someone else for a second. Wow. Flash has got to be super strong to carry a gorilla. Oh, here we go. John's in the house. Here we go. There's Solovar's bike. Hovercraft. I think it's a bike. Sort of a bike. Here we go. So they've got to try and locate Grodd. And they've got to stop the missiles. See, I would have thought something like stopping missiles, you would need Superman. Because he can stop them in no time. I suppose they wanted to do an episode where Superman wasn't featured. Come on, GL. You can do it. Oh dear. Don't mess with the Martian Manhunter. Just buy Batman a little bit more time. Oh, Shire is going to rip his head off. Not so fast. Cool. Diana's going to clean house, and yep, Shire will follow. So these all like Grodd's henchmen, or at least controlled by Grodd. I'll take that, thank you. Let's get out of here. Awesome. Stop the prisoners, they're escaping. And now the Justice League are being chased after by gorillas. Oh, poor Batman. Got to run on foot. Well, I thought he would have had his jetpack or wings or something. I guarantee if this was Batman Beyond, he would have his wings for sure. Here we go. Oh dear. I've got you both. Oh dear. Attack! Pretty bad odds. Yeah. For them. Love it. Oh, wait a minute. Something's not right here. See, this could work in live action if DC really wanted to do all these sort of things, but they won't. I can help. Here we go. See, these sort of situations, you would need Superman, really, to stop the missiles. But I suppose they wanted to show that you don't always need Superman to tell a story. It still would have been cool to have him, though, even just for a few minutes. Come on, John. I love how Grodd's just sitting there like, victory is inevitable. Hey, Grodd. You again. It's over, Grodd. Here we go. Flash is going to make a, no pun intended, monkey out of Grodd. Come on, John. That's another one. Nice one. Uh-oh. John's hit. He's hit. He's going down. Two more missiles. Scary. You can't stop me. Uh-oh. Come on, big guy. See, little scenes like this make me wish we should have got a Flash animated series. Oh, thank God for that. Just in time. And, there's Gorilla City. Oh, here comes that big moment. It's coming up now. See, that's just clever. Just crush it. That's it. Done. Here comes the big moment now. So this is what happens. So for those of you who have seen this episode, you will remember Diana stopped the missile from nuking all of Gorilla City. And yeah, the missile crashes and one woman goes down with it. And it looked like on the surface Wonder Woman died. And there's that really touching moment where, after the missile crashes and Batman's like running towards the rubble and he starts digging very frantically, Diana, and he starts like digging to find Diana. It's a really good scene. This was only supposed to be that one little bit, but it really helped set the table for the Wonder Bats relationship, which became probably the standout of the show. And Batman feels like he's failed. And wait a minute, Diana's okay. It's a really cool moment here, and everyone starts cheering. And Batman like covers his hands, so oh, you tried to save me. And Batman's attitude is like, well, I would have done the same for anyone. It's nothing. And Wonder Woman gives him a little cute kiss on the cheek. Batman's like, what the hell? So okay. So it's a really cute moment. So it's only that little bit, but they definitely, expanded on it more in later episodes. But it's funny, we had two couples, Shira and John and Diana Prince. Nice. Superman obviously had Lois, so there's no need to ship him with anyone. Poor old John Jones, nothing really. Oh, is that a good idea, Flash? You're mine. Yeah, well, you're ugly. Oh, Flash. Oh, oh, wow. Whoa, okay, I didn't expect that. Oh, dear God. She's in love with a gorilla, everybody, for those who are wondering. You don't understand. I loved him. Right. Creepy. So, Grodd's been taken back to custody in Gorilla City and everyone's safe. He's been left in a comatose state, but we know he comes back. We do see Grodd again, but yeah, it's quite disturbing seeing a super intelligent gorilla ending up like this. I outsmarted a supervillain. Cool. Guess you're not as dumb as you look. Yeah. Hey, what's that supposed to mean? Oh, not so fast. Grodd will return. And that wraps up my audio commentary watch along for The Brave and the Bold, Part 1 and 2. Both parts were excellent. Loved every second of it. A lot of fun, some funny moments, just brilliant. Which part did I like more? Hard to say, really. I liked both of them. I probably liked part one maybe just a little bit more because the focus was more on Flash and Green Lantern, but I loved both equally. This was so good. Nice little nod to Super Friends. Just a really fun episode. The dynamic between Jon Stewart and Wally West is just brilliant. They work so well together. Definitely want to see more with those two together. And a little tease with Batman and Wonder Woman was nice, and a little foreshadowing of what was to come in later episodes. But yeah, great fun. Loved this, and much better than I remembered. This was so good. So anyway, that's going to be it from me. I am going to wrap this up now. What was your thoughts? What was your thoughts on The Brave and the Bold? Did you enjoy it? What was your favourite part? Part one or part two? And did you like seeing the Flash and Green Lantern working together? Do you think they had good chemistry? And also, what was your thoughts on the way Grodd was depicted? Do you think they did a good job with him? And do you have any favourite moments? Flash getting zapped and we see his origin. Batman and Wonder Woman's little moments after he tried to save her. Or Flash outsmarting Gorilla Grodd. You know what to do, guys. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, leave your thoughts and comments down below. And I will see all of you next time for another edition of the Justice League review series, where I will be back to provide an audio commentary watch along for another episode from the show. So make sure you don't miss that. So until next time, take care, everybody, and stay safe. And once again, as always, much appreciated. Thanks for listening.